welcome back to Gamers Elf's Loft. Come in, relax, listen to me ramble. So we all know that guy. Be it Edgelords, be it Mulaney, be it... Oh my god, what does that smell? But we all have them, we all deal with them. It's something we have to deal with. Or you can be the most sane person in the world and kick them out. But hey, not all of us have the fortitude of the guy and don't care to not make friends. I haven't had many friends, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, yes, today's story is about another that guy. And not only that guy, but Edgelord. Let's get into it. Please come in, sit back, relax, listen to me ramble. Today's story comes from RPG Horror Stories with Zoo the Waves. Edgy, mysterious, that guy, but the ability to understand the campaign vibe strikes again. I'm gonna preface this now. I read the story and I liked it. That's why I wanted to react to it. But there wasn't a lot of chances to cut it up because they have two really big paragraphs. It's not a long story, but the paragraphs are long. So keep that in mind. We'll see how this goes. Some time ago, I was part of a D&D group that struggled with consistent players. It was an online D&D game. Only I, the fighter, first-time D&D player, and a veteran cleric were showing up at each session. Everybody else was coming for around 1 or 2 sessions, only to never be seen again. With some exceptions, but I digress. Our DM did everything he could to have more consistent players, basically putting unchecked strangers into our party as almost every session, who were usually leaving after 1 or 2 sessions. However, one of them really stuck in my mind. The DM talked with the new guy in the voice chat, and I joined in and introduced myself. The DM told the new guy the team composition and told him the campaign vibe, a combat-heavy desert sandbox campaign, and that the DM had to go, so I was left with the new guy in the voice chat alone. I asked him about what he'll play, and he said, a small elf with the height of a gnome, a mysterious man with a hood with ruby glasses. He never trusts anyone, usually works alone. I was ready to deal with an Edgelord in my campaign when he suddenly hit me with, and he's a pacifist. I told him that the campaign is combat heavy, but he ignored this, saying something like, I'll work something out. My character just won't be walking around attacking unprovoked. So I just went along and hoping that it would only mean that his character will try to resolve conflicts in a non-violent way. Then he hit me with another brilliant question. Are there any females in our group? I said no. It was a party of 2 men and a man DM. He hit me with, great. I hate playing with women. I asked him to elaborate, give me a reason, and he only responded with the vague answers like, ugh, you know how females are. They always have some kind of problem. At that moment, I basically went nonverbal, and he proceeded to lore dump me with his character's backstory. Later, I told the DM that this guy is weird, but he asked me to give him a chance. As you can guess, it was a mistake. The new guy joined the session with halfway finished character sheet in Roll20 and no character picture, not even a Google image stock photo. During the session, in a dungeon, we stumbled upon a caged celestial that was very rude to the party and had no intentions of helping or cooperating. The new guy proceeded to use every skill check possible and every rule possible for about 30 minutes, trying to talk and interrogate a violent and rude celestial who was openly hostile to the party. The new guy was getting very angry whenever I tried to tell him to knock it off, because the celestial clearly doesn't cooperate. But no! He has to try everything. After some time, he managed to free him, and guess what? A hostile celestial attacked us! Almost TPKing the party, and the new guy. A pacifist and a combat-heavy campaign spent the entire fight running away and hiding or investigating things. The new guy decided to run away and hide cowardly in every other fight. In social interactions, he wasn't very helpful either because he never initiated conversations of his own, and he was always so mysterious. talking in short, vague sentences, and not trusting everyone. I was constantly trying to get the new guy to do anything, but no, because it's what my character is like. After 3 sessions, Trash took itself out. He said that the campaign was not what he expected and hoped for intrigues and other stuff because there was factions in the campaign setting. So, you make an Edgelord, fine. You make the Pacifist, cool. Did you really not understand from session 0, before you started, this was combat heavy? Meaning, you were going to fight people. You were going to fight people a lot. A lot of people were going to be rude. A lot of people wanted to fight you. What made you think that you could talk people out of not fighting you in a combat-heavy campaign? Did you think, I'll just talk my way out of everything, but also being a loner and not talking very much and not initiating conversations unless specifically talking to was a good idea either? How did you think this campaign was going to go with 3 people? 2 of them actually are combat focused. The other one's not combat focused, but also doesn't talk to people and wants to be a loner. How did you think that was going to work? That doesn't make much sense now, does it? Didn't think so. Now, the DM also should have seen the red flags on the wall that were spray painted in your face that he was going to have problems. Especially when your other player brings to your attention that this is not going to be fun for anybody but him, and then he quits anyway because your story didn't intrigue him enough. And there was factions that he wanted to join, but he couldn't. That doesn't make sense to anybody. That campaign should not have started, let alone with that character. There's a certain idea that you have in your head. Great. Combat heavy sandbox sounds awesome. Mad Max all the way. Cool. You can't make a Snow from Love, Death, and Robots because you don't want to fight. But also, when fights happen, you want to run away like a coward when you're the mysterious type and Edgelord. Edgelords are one step away from murder hobos, and you took away that way too fast. So what happened? How could this be corrected? DM, listen to what they're saying and react. DM, listen to the other party members. If someone brings problems to a thing that's going to make your campaign suck, maybe you should talk about that. Player, listen to what the DM is telling you about the campaign setting. Player, you can make a character go against norms. Great. If that ignores everything the DM has told you was going to happen in the campaign, you shouldn't do it. Player, are there any females in this game? I can't play with female players. You know how females are. Bro, go touch some grass. Maybe you'll get a girl. Or maybe, better yet, you don't get a girl and get a dude. Now, I'm not judging anybody. My partner is a they, them. I have no problem saying whatever about anything. But, bro, put that misogyny in your back pocket and shove it. But that was a story. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Sorry for the longer ramble than normal. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you guys have any more comments or stories you guys want me to read, put it in the comments down below. I'll see if I can check it out. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me ways I can improve. I am always listening, always looking to see if I can improve. With that being said, guys, thank you for coming to my forest hovel. Be safe. Be good people. And I'll see you guys later. Farewell.